What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and I jabber opportunities nonstop. And today we will be discussing Safuu, and I will be discussing and going over my analysis of how this is possibly sustainable. So make sure you watch this whole video throughout its whole entirety to understand my perspective. Have you ever been to a Reddit forum, a Discord, or a Telegram, and you are banned or blocked from asking legitimate questions because of these paid admins? Well, if you have, go ahead and check out reddit.com/truth over profit. This is a place where you can ask legitimate questions and find out about potential rug pulls, because we want to make sure we avoid the landmines. I want to discuss a very important topic about Safuu. Is this APY sustainable? This 380K% APY. Let me go into the white paper and show you guys why. Okay, folks, here we are on the Safuu protocol, long-term interest cycle, LIC. You can see here, the most important thing to note is that the first 12 months, you will get 2.355% on every epoch. Well, what's an epoch? An epoch means every cycle. After 1 year, it goes to 0.00211, and then after the next 6 months, it'll go to 0.00014%. And then after 6.5 years, it goes to 0.00002%. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to read you guys those boring numbers because they are very important. So what this means is that Safuu, the current 380K% APY, is what you would call a promotional APY, because after the first year, it is gone. It does not last forever, and this is why it is sustainable. Now you may think, okay, in 1 year's time, it's going to go ballistic. My 100 Safuu will become several 100,000 Safuu. Yes, well, that could happen, assuming you hodl. But let's be real, folks. Most people won't hodl that long, because hodling is a very hard game in cryptocurrency, because in my opinion, in 1 month of crypto, it's the equivalent of, say, 10 years in a stock market. The volatility is insane. And when people put in, say, $500, $1,000, etc., well, they are looking for a lottery ticket. They are buying on the premise of hope, and they are hoping to cash out. So say, for example, if my $500 becomes $5,000, I will probably sell. I'm not saying me, but I'm saying other folks will sell. And then if my $1,000 becomes, say, 10 grand, well, I will probably sell as well. Of course, I'm not saying me, I'm just saying the typical investor buying into crypto. People are here for short-term gains. Now, why is this important? Because the whole point of the system is that if you buy and you hodl, well, you will become an egregious winner. But the human psyche, I would say, is not able to, because you may take profits. Say, for example, you buy $10,000 worth, and all of a sudden it's worth $500,000. You will take some profits, and that's okay, as you should, right? Because a diligent investor will take some profits. But the thing here is that after 1 year, it goes to 0.0021%. When this goes to 0.0021 after the first year, you are now getting 11 times lesser in terms of your epoch rewards. That means that 2% becomes minimal. So let's say, for example, you have 100 Safuu by then, just for an easy number, and it's 0.0211. That means you are now getting 0.2 per epoch. Now that is a far cry from 2%, because at 2%, you're getting around 2 full Safuu. So do you see a difference here, folks? Current APY, you get 2 Safuu. In a year from now, that 2 Safuu becomes 0.2 Safuu. So you see a huge difference in the amount of tokens being minted. Now, people are going to say, well, this is crazy, man. What are you talking about? I still don't believe it. Well, just understand, there will be a few whales that come out of this mess, because some will be able to hodl long term. But if you know anything about biology, and this is called a log scale. Basically, when you hodl with a small amount, think of this as a petri dish with bacteria. Say you put only 1 or 2 bacteria, so it goes slow, and all of a sudden it ramps up, and then boom, it goes up really quick. So essentially what this means is that you have to be very patient to see that big boom, because it goes from 1 to 2, then 2.1, then 2.2, 2.3. You get the point though. It takes time. And every time you compound, you add on to it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But the thing here is that the bigger and bigger and bigger it gets, well, you're going to think, well, I'm rich, man. Let me shave some off. And that's fine, as you should. And most of you will probably do that. And that's okay. And that is why this will be sustainable, because after the first year, this introductory rate will be gone. And then at that point in time, well, people will have a lot fewer tokens in play in their HODL wallet. And that means that your reflections will, guess what? It'll be that much lesser. And this is why this is very sustainable. At first glance, if you just look at it, wow, 380K, it looks like a rug pull. I understand that. But if you look into the metrics and you do some basic math, you're going to say, oh, this could really happen. And of course, just know not everyone will watch this video. So those who watch it, hey, you will be ahead of the curve, because at least you will be able to better understand what you are doing. And this could make you a potential millionaire. And with that being said, do not forget, we also have the buyback and burn. So even though we're still creating some, we're also burning some when people sell. So it's actually a very smart system. So it helps temper the growth, because only a handful of people will HODL for the whole year. And in my opinion, even if those few people HODL, they will still shed some here and there, because they may want to find some new investments. So they may sell a few tokens here and there to go into a new token or a new investment. And as they should, because a missed opportunity is the most expensive lesson in life. And also, folks, do not forget, this project is only 4 days old. We are currently seeing CertiK certification. So CertiK certification is basically the Bentley of certification of your contract. This means that Brian has so much confidence in his project that he's willing to spend the big bucks and get it done. This will bring more transparency to the token. And do not forget, Brian is continuing to market. And the funny thing here is that most people, believe it or not, do not read the white paper. And that's why people get rug pulled half the time, because they don't actually take the time to do their due diligence. So if you take away nothing from this video, just understand that if you HODL for the whole year, you will become a millionaire. Of course, that'll be very hard to do. I agree, it's not easy. Just understand that the tokens after that will be minted at a much slower rate, 11x lower. And that'll be the reason why this is very sustainable, because people will sell here and there. And when you sell here and there, well, your compounding interest isn't aggregating as fast as it should, because you're shedding a few here and there. And the power of compounding, that one becomes many. And I want you to know, folks, everything I'm saying here is verifiable. All you have to do is some of the legwork, and something may just click. The best way for you guys to support the channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Get $250 in Bitcoin using my BlockFi, link down below in the description. Get $25 in Chronos using my Crypto.com referral code. Get 5 free stocks worth up to $8,000. This promotion ends on March 19th of 2022. All you gotta do is create an account and deposit even 1 penny, and you will get 5 stocks worth up to $8,000. Don't sleep, folks. This is a great opportunity. And most of all, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.